What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the North Texas Dynasty on College Football 26. We are coming off of our first loss in year number 3 to the South Florida Bulls, who we now apparently have a rival with because we're 1-2 against them in the Dynasty. It's our first loss of the season, even after we beat the Texas Longhorns on the road, and it is our first American Conference loss. For those of y'all who don't know, this is a revenge game for us because we lost to Boise State last year after adding them to the Conference of the American, and we played them and lost in the American Conference Championship, which is the only reason we're still in the American Conference Championship, not in the Big 12. You can see the conference standings. USF now stands alone as the only unbeaten team, and we slide into second place. My ego is hurt. My feelings are hurt. But today we got an important game because this is another very good Boise State team who is 4-3 on the year, 2-2 in conference play. So they're fighting for a miracle to stay alive in conference play. They lost to Appalachian State. They beat Marshall, Tulane. They used to lose to UConn and UAB and beat Army. So they're not having that great a year. I know their quarterback, Maddox Madsen, graduated. Romeo Goodley, the freshman's going to be leading the way, along with Sire Gaines, who is back for his junior year and is obviously one of their best offensive weapons. Hands down, biggest game of the year so far. We are on the road. We are dropped to number 16 in the top 25, and we are heading to the Blue Field to play Boise State on the road. We do not want a second straight loss to fall even further down in the conference standings. And oh my goodness, of course, the only reason we're still in the American Conference and not in the Big 12 is because we did not want to leave the American Conference on a championship loss. So here we go against Boise State. It's revenge game time. We are the better team. It's time for the bounce back. Here is Drayden Dickman, aka the Double D, is gonna get it up to the 45-yard line, the designated driver, and out comes Bryce Baker, having a very solid sophomore year. 18 touchdowns, 5 picks. Didn't have the best game last week, but it is rainy here on the road. Let's bounce back. Baker is going to drop back, looking over the middle, a little overthrown, but there is the Double D, Drayden Dickman, who just got the big return. We are in Boise State territory, looking to strike early, strike first. Over the middle again. You know we love our drag routes. This time, Devin Hyatt with a big gainer as we get closer to goal-to-go territory. Number 29 in the backfield, we're going to give it to Justin Marshall, trying to get him going nice and early. That's a 4-yard gain, but it would bring up a 3rd and 6 here. Screen for Marshall. Blocks are there. Beautiful cutback, great execution. A 3rd first down on this drive, and we are inching closer. 2nd and 11. Wide open over the middle. He's going to have Glenn Bell, the tight end. Touchdown for the sophomore, and an opening drive for North Texas, looking to bounce back against Boise State. That is how you start. And now we see the freshman quarterback Romeo Goodley come out. He had a good game last week. We have not seen him. Last time we saw Maddox Madsen, who is now graduated and on to the NFL. Here is Romeo Goodley, who definitely has some dynamic playmaking ability, but that one goes nowhere. Pitching back to Sire Gaines. He should have just kept it himself there. That goes for a loss of 3, bringing up 2nd and 13 here. 5 minutes left in the first quarter, still very early on in this game. Down the field, it's a quick strike, and he is out of there. Boise State, in 2 plays, has responded in a must-win game for both of these teams, and it is fireworks right away. The corner got beat, and it is 7-7 now. Out comes the offense again. There is Devin Hyatt, his 2nd reception of the day. It goes for a 1st down. 1st and 10 here, little RPO action. We're going to keep it with Justin Marshall. It's going to be a loss of 2 in the backfield. And after an incompletion, we are looking at 3rd and 12 here. Boise State, the stadium is pulsing on the beautiful blue field. Baker scrambling out, looking for anyone, and he takes the sack out of bounds. Goodness gracious, that would force us into bad field position for the punt. And now Romeo Goodley and Sire Gaines with Boise State comes back onto the field. That's a 5-yard gain there. Boise State not only going to get the ball after halftime, but they got the momentum with the ball at home. They beat us last year. Sire Gaines, that's going to be a big gainer, and that's going to get them closer to goal-to-go territory. 100 yards on the day for Romeo Goodley. Looking the part so far. 2nd and 7. They're going to go back to the speed option, and Goodley does keep it this time. He finds a wide open hole, and that is going to go for a first down. Boise State looking feisty, and North Texas, I mean, I can't lie, we're shook. -4 rushing yards. We're just coming off of a loss after a dominating start to the season, after beating the Texas Longhorns on the road, and here we are, looking like it's going to be a competitive game with Boise State, and Sire Gaines up the middle, wide open. The blocks so easy. Touchdown, Boise State. They're 2 for 2 on drives. We are 1 for 2, and we are now down 14-7. Don't want to get in a pit like we did last game. Terrell Washington not able to find any space there, and it's going to be another 3rd and long here for Bryce Baker and the crew. Takes the shotgun snap. That is thrown straight to the defense. Baker with another interception 2 weeks in a row. Was looking for the double D there, Drayden Dickman, and it goes straight into the defense's hand. This is not good. This is very similar to how last week started, except we did not get that opening drive touchdown. Boise's got an opportunity to go up 2 possessions here. 3rd and 4. It's going to be a quick screen. Get the tackle, complete the tackle. We are going to hold them to 3. Low-key getting bailed out a little bit there. Still going to be a 2-possession game, but we can take this. Here comes the snack. The kick is up, and the kick is too far left. Bailed completely out. Missed field goal. My goodness, and out comes the offense again. Baker, sighs of relief. Terrell Washington not able to get much going there. 3rd and 8 again here for the offense. Just really struggling to get it going after that opening drive touchdown. They are sending pressure over the middle. There's the double D. Drayden Dickman with a juke move. Dickman cuts it back. The speed. He is out of there. Drayden Dickman, what a friggin' play from number 6. And that is why this guy has so many cover videos in year 3. What a fantastic play. And here we go. Tie game at Boise State, 14-all. Both offenses doing their thing. There is Sire Gaines going to ultimately end up giving them enough to pick up a first down there on that 3rd and inches. 1st and 10. They're going to go back to him. Breaks a tackle. Sire Gaines is going to juke. Sire Gaines chopping the feet. Spin move gets him a very big gain. He's already got 49 rushing yards here as we're approaching halftime. Number 11, Romeo Goodley, almost sacked. Hit as he's thrown, but we do contain it there. That is going to be a loss of 3 for Sire Gaines. 3rd and 13. Just barely out of field goal range right now. Romeo Goodley from the shotgun takes the snap. It's going to be a screen. We're not ready for it. A pancake block. Please get Sire Gaines down. Almost broke out of that one. We are going to take the timeout, and they're going to settle for 3 again. This is longer than what they just kicked, so there's no guarantee that they make this. Obviously, Boise State's kicker is not one of these all-stars that can hit from the logo, and that looks like it's going to be too far left again. 2 missed field goals. We could be down 20-14. Instead, we are still all tied up, and we have an opportunity to go into halftime with the lead. Over the middle, angle route for Justin Marshall is complete, and we are tackled at the 50-yard line. Baker from the shotgun. Going to take the snap here. Looking for something to develop. We got 2 timeouts. He's got Dickman, but he overthrew him. That could have been a 2nd straight touchdown. And instead, we are going to punt back to Boise with 40 seconds left here in this first half. A very competitive, tight ball game so far. Goodley, can we get him down? He fumbles! A sack fumble recovered by Boise State brings up 3rd and 21. We still have 1 timeout. We might be able to get some decent field position out of this if we can stop Goodley. Hit as he's thrown, tackled down, well short of the first down. 30 seconds left. We use our last timeout. Goodness gracious. I mean, what a freaking game it has been so far. Here comes the punt. Receiving is Drayden Dickman. We are going to have this well within the 50-yard line. Dickman's going to cut it in. Dickman is going to find a crease, and we are in field goal range already. No timeouts. We do have to be careful. Can't take a sack here. Baker over the middle. That's going to be Tommy Maher who takes it down. And we're just going to go ahead and take our 3 here as the clock is running. I'm going to set up a pass play, throw this one out of bounds, and we can just go into halftime with the lead. Baker takes the snap, scrambles out. Going to throw this one away with about 2 seconds left. And out comes our kicker. This is going to be Lucas something. I don't even know the kicker's name. 3rd and 2. 2 seconds left. Little bit to the left. That one is going to be no good. I don't even know if that had the power to get there. 3 missed field goals from both of these kickers is going to keep this game all knotted up at 14. Boise State at home, receiving to start the second half with the momentum right now in the all-blue field. And goodness gracious, I mean, a second straight loss might not end our season, but it would probably confirm we don't get a first-round bye at the very least. And a second straight conference loss, we might be stuck in the American Conference another year if we can't win the conference championship, if we can't even make the conference championship. So head coach Stevie Balls is going to light their ass up at halftime, make sure they know what is at stake here. Hopefully the defense can get us something going. Here we go. 3rd and 6 here. From the snap, from the shotgun, Romeo Goodley is going to have a quick out to the tight end. That is well contained. Great job from the defense. It's a gain of 2, and their opening drive is going to go 3 and out. 1st and 10. Baker from the shotgun. Baker over the middle. That's going to be Glenn Bell breaking off a tackle. Glenn Bell with the speed boost out of there. Taken down at the 30-yard line. A great start for Glenn Bell. And if you didn't notice, that was the thumbnail right there. A little Easter egg for y'all. 1st and 10. Here's the shotgun snap coming from Baker. Looking to get some momentum back from the shotgun. Not having the best game so far, and Baker does take a sack. Looking to scramble out of that one. Brings up 2nd and 14. Getting some developed routes over the middle. This one goes to the double D. Drayden Dickman is going to be taken down. Is he a boob or is he a designated driver? The world may never know. From the shotgun, Justin Marshall. We're going to give him something. He did not have a very productive first half, but he will get a nice gainer there. 1st and goal. 2nd and goal. Baker from the shotgun. Thought about the QB sneaker. We're going to go with the screen anyway. Justin Marshall going to be taken down inside the 5-yard line. It is now 3rd and goal. Thinking about giving it to him here. This team operates best when we are a run team first and a passing team second. And there it is, Justin Marshall averaging about a touchdown a game, gets one today. And North Texas has their second lead of the game, up 21-14. Here comes the kick. Stephen Tobin going to launch this one. Here comes the kick return. The joystick animation. He's got a crease. He's got some blocks, Stephen Tobin. Not going to have the speed to catch up. What is going on at Boise State University? Because right now I think we have a second rivalry brewing. We're 1-2 versus South Florida. We might go 0-2 versus Boise State. The game is all tied up at 21, and after a very productive drive, I lied. It is not tied up at 21. We blocked the extra point. What a crazy turn of events here at Boise State, 21-20. 1st and 10 here for Baker. Takes the shotgun snap out to the outside. That's going to be Drayden Dickman who brings it in for a 7-yard haul. 3rd and 1 here, play action. Baker takes the snap. Waiting for something over the middle. He's going to pitch it out to Randy Bratone, the freshman RB4, who's going to chop his feet, take advantage of his rep, and get the 1st down. 1st and 10. Baker trying to get something going in the deep passing game. Waiting for something down the field. Drayden Dickman, one more time! He doesn't overthrow him. Drayden Dickman, arguably the best player on this offense, and that is going to extend the lead for North Texas, now up 28-20, and the offense has seemingly found its groove. Hopefully the defense can follow suit. Up the middle, Sire Gaines taken down by Kenton Allen in the backfield. Nice play there. We're starting to slow him down. 2nd and 14 for Romeo Goodley. having a pretty productive day so far. Nearing the end of the third quarter, Goodley is going to scramble out, and there's a sack. That is going to be number 26, Samaje Burrell, who we convinced to not transfer 2 straight years, and it's paying off. 28-20, 3rd and 22. The defense has finally woken up. Goodley going to have a reception over the middle, solid gain, but it is not enough to pick up the first down. And we have another opportunity with great field position. Can we find our conference championship revenge on this drive? Out to Justin Marshall on the screen. A juke move, a speed burst, and it's a nice gain. Bryce Baker has an interception on the day, and he has a fumble in the last video, but 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. And there we are. We dropped down to number 16, but we still are in the top 25. I hate not seeing us in the top 4, but it happens. Year 3, baby. Here we go. 1st and 10, read option. Bryce Baker. He's going to give it to Justin Marshall, who breaks off a tackle. That's going to be a gain of 7 for Justin Marshall. Going to keep feeding. He's starting to carry the offensive load a little bit, helping Drayden Dickman get more opportunities. There's a nice block. That's going to get us within the 15-yard line of Boise State. Wouldn't hate taking 3 here, but I do want a touchdown. I do want to low-key put the dagger in and twist it. Justin Marshall with a nice juke move. He is really starting to get warmed up now. 2nd and 3. Baker. Got to be careful here we don't fumble, but it is going to be a QB blast. He's got a seam. He's going to be taken down. No fumble. 1st and goal. Looking to punch this one in. Baker. Do we stay with the QB blast, or do we think about something else? I think we stay with the QB blast. Baker looking to shrug it off. He's going to slide down at the 3-yard line. Don't want to risk a fumble. We now give it to Justin Marshall here. 2nd and goal. Touchdown here would be huge. He's got the hole. His wear and tear is acting up, and he is now down at the 1-yard line. Do we QB blast it again with Baker? Here comes the tush push. Set up. He's got it. They're gonna cramp up the middle. 4th and goal, and I know we should take 3 here, but I want to punch this in. Terrell Washington, he has a seam, taken down at the 1. Boise State refusing to go down without a fight. We're blitzing. Can we get the safety? Sire Gaines cuts to the outside. You got to be shitting me. Sire Gaines taken down at the 15-yard line. Gets him out of that pickle. And Boise State is only a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from tying this one up now. Bad head coaching call from head coach Stevie Ball. Should have just taken our 3. And here we are, relying on the defense. 4 minutes left in this one. 3rd and 7. Romeo Goodley. Can we get him off the field again? Goodley takes the snap. Pressure. Outside, he overthrew him. Had a man, but he overthrew him, and that one falls incomplete. We get the ball back. Bailed out. Now we have an opportunity. Can we just put it away on this one? That's going to be Terrell Washington taken down. 2nd and 6 here. Baker audibling the play. We're going to keep the clock rolling. This is going to be Terrell Washington again. The RB2's got a crease. He's got a hole. That's going to be taken down 3rd and inches here. Terrell Washington stays in the game. Can he pick up this inch for us? Stadium is pulsing. We're going to give it to him. That's an easy first down. Could have had a lot more, but we were holding down on the trigger. That's my bad. Boise State uses their first timeout, down 8. Terrell Washington having a productive day. Justin Marshall healing up on the sideline. The screen goes nowhere. That'll be a loss of 5. Boise State uses their last timeout. 3rd and 12 here. Baker from the shotgun takes the snap. Over the middle. That one is going to be dropped by Devin Hyatt. And I guess we're not in field goal range. Lucas Fisher only has 69 overall power. He's an accurate kicker, but his accuracy is at a 69 too. I have to try this, right? Oh my goodness. Cut the kid. Cut the kid. How did this guy make the team? How did this guy make the team? Any normal kicker at least has the power to make that an attemptable field goal. Do we put in Stephen Tobin, the punter, at kicker? What do we do? That is shockingly, embarrassingly low power. And now Boise State, still the door is open. A 1-possession game here. 2nd and inches. This game should have been over, but Sire Gaines breaks a tackle. Tackle down at the 50. 2 minutes left in this one. Boise State trying to make it a tie game. Goodley out to who else? Sire Gaines. Gets that one. They're now in North Texas territory. 3rd down and 3. They do still need a field goal here. That's going to be pressured. That's going to be over the middle. Sire gains. Picks up another 1st down. Clock is still moving from the shotgun. Boise State with no timeouts here. Trying to keep the time from running out. Goodley going to choose to scramble on this one. He takes a slide after a gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 here. From the shotgun. Minute left. Sire. Romeo Goodley. Looking. There's Sire gains. We whiff on the tackle. We whiff on multiple tackles. And now, even with the clock running, they are within striking distance. 3rd and 10 here with 44 seconds left. Can we please get them off the field? This is going to be Romeo Goodley. He's going to scramble it out. Romeo Goodley slides down. 1st and goal. Even with the clock rolling, they spike it. They got 3 tries here. 2nd and goal. Goodley takes the snap. Goodley looking for an open man, and he's got him. It is the 2nd tight end. That is Nate Wagner. And now they got to get this 2-point conversion, or it is a ball game done deal. That's going to be over the middle. Boise State refuses to go down without a fight. This loss here would virtually end their season, but a loss here puts us in rough company with 2 lost conference teams. 30 seconds left in the half. Over the middle. I should have went to Drayden Dickman. I went to Glenn Bell instead. It is dropped. It is dropped. We have 3 timeouts, but I don't think we have enough time, and we do have a boo-boo kicker, which I'm just now finding out. Lucas Fisher, oh my goodness, throwing up a prayer. We do get a pass interference call potentially there. Maybe. It is picked off. The 40-yard line. No! No! They're going to call offensive pass interference on Tommy Maher. And now Boise State might have this within field goal range. No timeouts, 30 seconds. Their kicker 0 for 2 on the day. This could be the one he hits. This would be an embarrassing way to lose, to go out. Another flag. Oh my goodness, I thought they were going to call pass interference on us. Of course. This one's going to be a hold on the offense, which backs them up. Gives us a tiny bit of breathing room. If they had timeouts, I'd be a lot more scared. But they don't have timeouts. They need to get a catch and get out of bounds. 1st and 10. Tie game. What a freaking game it has been today. That one is caught, but they're not going to be able to get this one down. 3, 2, 1, overtime. My goodness. My heart is beating. What a crazy freaking game this has been. This was supposed to be a revenge game where we came in and took over your trap. Walk in your trap, take over your trap. Instead, we start overtime on offense. Here we go, boys. Trying to get revenge for our American Conference Championship loss last season. Here's Baker. Looking for something. Over the middle. He's going to hit Glenn Bell, who drops it again. Good defense. 2nd and 10 here. Baker. Looking to get something going. We got Justin Marshall sub back into the game. We could have scrambled out there, but I will take Justin Marshall on the reception. 3rd and 4. Don't want to take 3 here, but I mean, I just can't trust Lucas Fisher, man. 3rd and 4. Baker. Looking over the middle. That is the 2nd time I have had Drayden Dickman, and instead I hit Glenn Bell. 4th and 4. Here comes the snap. Over the middle. Wide open! We had Tommy Maher wide open, but the defensive lineman bats down the pass. And I don't even have to tell y'all what happens. I mean, unless we can get a couple of sacks here, this one's as good as over. 1st and 10. Goodley. Over the... Pick it off! Ray Kohler, the true freshman! It goes through his hands! That could have won us the game! But instead, 0 for 2 on the day. The kicker is going to nail this one, and it's over. A 2nd straight loss to Boise State, and a 2nd straight loss in year 3. A 2nd straight American Conference loss, and this might just boot us out of the top 25. What all the haters have been saying about North Texas, we're jumping the gun in the standings. We didn't earn our rank in the standings after beating Texas. Starting to come to fruition, man. Year 3 could be falling apart, and this is supposed to be the year we win the Natty. Thank you guys for watching. What a game. What a game. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.